Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. And um, kind of an interesting thought process that was going on here, given the recent statistics and everything. And so um, this was my thoughts on how the BAW destroyed they are and have destroyed love and the image of the Afro men. They've been doing this for years, right? And now we have a bunch of them talking about, oh, we love our black men. We need them back. But the ones that said they need us are the ones that created so much trouble and strife and taught so much vitriolic nature to the younger women that it's empty. The sentiment rings empty. All right, because they only needed us. Understand this. They only needed us when things started to fail for them. All right, but now they need us, right? They need us when we should want them the least. After they've done all the damage. And so when they teach it to their younger ones, and then the younger ones are going to the system, all right, a system that they wanted to be a part of because they didn't want to be us. Who taught them that? Oh, they mama did. So they didn't even want to be who they're naturally supposed to be, their own natural beauty. They were trying to achieve European standards. Why? Because they were told by their mom to get a European standard type of man and live the European way, when that way has been destructive to all indigenous people. But now those women that taught these daughters that should be wives of Afro men, all right, now after that, now they need Afro men to come and pick up their slack, pick up their destruction, repair what they've done. They can't even repair the rift that they have created. It's not equal. You got simps still trying to make it, oh, it's equal. It's them and no, it was never equal. The Afro man always had love for his culture. Remember, we created the culture of the world that's urban, that's hip hop, was created by the Afro men, not the women. The women were consumers, and then they wanted in after it was created. Then once they got in, then they wanted to take it over and say we like totally. No, we totally didn't create it. Just the Afro men did, because that's what we're supposed to do. All right. But now all this is falling on deaf ears. Let me greet everybody real quick. Hovorden Hadugu dog oi to the bay. Basas los bonja mezmi. Keru bawani konnichiwa. Ni hao ni ama. Sani monani. Jumbo harbargani. Assalamu alaikum and shalom. To my brother Dwight, let me know when you get here in my email or in the comment section. Gotta holler at you, brother. But anyway, so before we get really into my thoughts as the black man. All right, y'all know what time that is. All right, let me remind you. Let's get those thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, click the notification bell. All right, don't forget to get the thumbs up, y'all. It's very important. It's what keeps people's channels alive. All right, so to donate, my Cash App will be in the description box along with my PayPal me. All right, so let's get into further thoughts on this as the black man. Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? It's the black man. And, well, got a couple of things going on. Couple of things to be realized also. As I start to look around, and our time is finite. There's not going to be that, oh, we're going to live forever, man, dude. right? And even the things that we do for the community, for those of us that work in the community, is fleeting. We are in the predicament of being in a place, in a world, where the very people that think their way of life is good are destroying everything. All right. Hey, simplify, Eddie. Simplify. Hold on for a second. All right, so those people are destroying everything. What's up, James? But there's another thing going on. The other thing that's going on is that the people that are trying to fix the problem has as an adversary people that don't want the problems to be fixed intentionally. All right. Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is intentional. Many of us are left with no recourse. Many of us are left with no recourse. When trying to develop some things and solve some problems, we find that at the forefront, standing in line to be the adversary of the brothers that would try to fix these issues are the BAWs. All right. There is no love. There hasn't been love in a so-called black community. But let's just put it this way: there has not been love for the good Afro brothers for such a long time that if we would define love correctly, even as our mothers raised us, you will find that she really didn't love, she despised, and to her, taking care of you was just a job where she gets paid. Period. You were the check. Hey, what's up, Christopher? All right, you were the check. I mean, that's how it is for most of us, if we're going to be honest. All right, these women, what's up, Cedric? These women, the BAW, not only have they killed love, right? But they worked hard on destroying the image of the Afro man. Everywhere. What's up, Clinton? I mean, everywhere. The dark or brown-skinned Afro man, you know, the ones that could have the fro, right? The Afro bros. We do not have an ally in the so-called BAW anywhere in the world. I was watching a commercial. I'm in Louisiana right now. Right now, I'm in Louisiana on my way back to Texas, and I saw a commercial. It was about the Louisiana lottery. In the lottery, I'm gonna show you this.
In a lottery, I'm going to show you something real quick. I am about to do something. Hold on for a second. Brothers and sisters, I am about to do something that the average black woman can't do in today's world. All right. See this right here? The average black woman don't have it. The average black woman was ashamed to have it. You know, all this here growing up. Now, if I put some chemicals on it to straighten it up, it'd be longer than this. Give y'all a gander real quick. When I don't pat my hair down, this is what it is, right? When I don't pat it down, right? All right, so I pat it down because I don't want people to think I have a big head. It's just the fro. All right, now I want to break something else down. I spent most of my days, you know what, let me see how this is. Nah. I spent most of my days in the military. You know, I'd rather do this as the black man. All right, I'm getting back to the black man, y'all. All right, where my hair was cut close to my head, I had a fade, bald fade. All right, so basically, what happens is, hey, what's up, Jay? What's up, Rob? What happens is this. So I had that bald fade. Y'all know what it is. The bald fade. Right? And with the bald fade, I was, you know, doing my thing. All right. When I got out, I said the first thing I'm doing is to do. I realized that I wanted to do things that I missed as a child. I missed a whole hell of a lot as a child. I was too busy trying to survive the beatings of my mom and survive the streets. All right. So I was talking to an ex. And in talking to this ex, the ex was like, she was asking me about, there was this girl that I used to fight with all the time. Her name was Yvette Johnson, up from where I'm from, before I went to the orphanage. All right, and me and this girl used to go at it. I said, I was thinking that me and this girl would probably have a bunch of children by now. Because, you know, back in them days, now that we know a little more about man-woman stuff, when y'all fight like that, when a boy and girl fight like that, they must like each other. I don't know. Now, I was fighting with anger. And then I noticed this about me. I had a lot of anger. All right, so where did this anger come from? Well, my mom. My mama black. Bon dia, Jackson. Bon dia. So let's get into the meat of this real quick. So as I look back over my life, all right, as I look back over my life, I wonder I had always wondered, where did the love go? And everybody else is wondering, this is the thing, where did the love go between the Afro man and the black woman? And then an astonishing revelation came to me. Another one of those epiphanies. And the epiphany is, there was never any love between the black woman and the Afro man. We're asking for something that did not exist. All right? Love did not exist, because while the Afro man was writing songs about loving a woman, I'm gonna say this. I challenge each and every one of you to go back and look at all the so-called love songs, those sung by men and those sung by the black woman. The black woman was "That's My Man," all about possession. And the men were singing primarily about worship of the black woman. All right? The only time this changes is when it's the blues. All right? And the blues sings about reality. It's cheaper to keep her. All right? So it's a reality. So now think about it, is if I as a man can be in a fro, right? If I as a man can grow a fro, and a woman can grow more hair than I can faster, then all that long hair that the B-Femmes, the BAWs worship could have been theirs had they taken care of their own head. But instead of doing such thing as taking care of their own head, what they wanted to do is be lazy. They wanted to take, and not only be lazy, they wanted the Caucasian women's head. That at no point did they have pride. The only pride that they had was the pride to come and take over the things that were built up by the Afro men, say like the Black Panthers. All right, if you let a woman in something, if you let a B-Femme in something, she will come in and take it over. You'll be like, whatever happened to my original idea? Whatever happened to the point of the conversation? Whatever happened to what we were trying to say? Whatever happened to this thing we were trying to build up? Whatever happened to our money? Whatever happened to our ideas? Gone, 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 gone. All right? All the stuff that the brothers had built up, and when you turn around, we pretty much have nothing to show for it. And we don't have anything to show for it because of who we decided to trust. All right? I want y'all to understand this. We decided to trust someone who is hell-bent on destroying us, either outwardly or destroying our image. I mean, when you think about this, right? Think about this. And I feel you on this. Always had more when I wasn't with the BTN. Yes. An observation. Always had an excellent observation. Many of us have more and have more when we're not in the presence or when a black woman isn't in our life. Now, understand this. I don't mind sharing what I have, but we're talking about somebody that's hell-bent on taking your stuff over. All right, we're talking about dudes. It's so bad that she's raised a bunch of dudes that's afraid to even call her out on the wickedness that she's doing in the community. We have dudes that's afraid to even talk in any what they perceive negative way about her. And you're not talking negative, you are calling out the wickedness she's doing. In other words, to not say nothing would make you the negative, because you don't want to check things that you know are doing harm to the community. And why? Oh yeah, your mama black raised you. So these men were raised to be this weak, and these are the men that just couldn't shake off that teaching. Because when we become men, we're supposed to think better than what a lot of these fellas are doing. All right, this is our problem. It's the biggest issue we have in the community. This is one of the biggest issues we have in the community. We don't want to stand for anything. And it's pathetic.
So this goes out to the We Are Sorry crew, right? See, because everybody's always sorry after they're going through the consequences of their choices. All right. And that's what we have here. We have a bunch of these BAWs that are now reaping the rewards of their wickedness that they have committed against the Afro men. They see that the men truly have options, and you'll see this coming up on part 2. All right, they truly have options. They see that the men are leaving in droves and we're tired. And the ones that aren't leaving, we consider it a great risk. Me, not much is a risk because I'm about to die anyway, so I don't care. Right? But to my brothers, I'll keep preaching that's going to live longer than I probably will. All right? That we're tired. We're tired. And they didn't get this at first because they didn't want to get it. Understand this. They didn't get this at first because they didn't want to get it. But now that they are reaping the rewards, they can't even repent from what they did because the harm they committed is so egregious. In order for the BAW to repent, they will have to go back and reteach all the younger women, one, the truth about the Afro men, what we've created, what we've done, how loyal and good we've been. They will also have to teach the truth that the bad men aren't good, because they taught that bad was good. They taught that thug was good. So they would have to reverse that teaching and say that the bad black men are bad black men. Now, then they need to teach that when you come up against brothers that realize that they're no longer black, that there are Afro brothers, they have a culture, they have a spiritual belief. Those are the guys you pick. They have to go back and do all of that, but they won't. You know why? Because their pride and their vanity will not allow them to say they make a mistake. So when they're crying for us to come back, they want us to come back in the disguise of let's forget every evil, wicked thing that they did, the cause, the devastation that we see in the community, and act like we don't see anything. You see what I'm saying? Nope, not going to happen. They could stay in that burning house that they tried to integrate us into by themselves. As for the right living brothers, we out. And with that said, I'm out.